You're working on an amendment to a Senate bill that would eliminate the surcharge on the fares for the Lummi Island Ferry. How did this issue come to your attention?
I was contacted by several constituents from Lummi Island who had asked if I could improve the language on Senate Bill 5307 so that it would exclude the surcharge that they are currently charged for ferry service between Lummi Island and the mainland. And I am pleased that we were able to successfully add an amendment so that the surcharge would be eliminated. It was very difficult for those who use the Lummi Island Ferry. For those who walk on, it was a 187% increase. But for those like the large vehicles and the trucks, it was a 3% increase. They were all charged the same amount, but of course you can imagine for those who walk on, it was rather inequitable. So I was pleased to be able to help the Lummi Island constituents with this issue. And currently the surcharge is going into an account that has a surplus. So it really wasn't a problem to be able to remove this. So I'm hopeful it will be passed by the Senate and then the House and be signed by the governor.
Explain a little bit about the new caucus group you are part of.
I have joined a new organization here in Olympia. It's called the Keep Washington Competitive Caucus. It is an organization that consists of labor, business, trade unions, anybody that has a vested interest in keeping Washington competitive, especially as it relates to our terminals and global trade. So this is Republicans and Democrats, people from Eastern Washington, Western Washington, Southern Washington, who all have an absolute vested interest in the global trade and how our ports remain active and viable. So we're going to be working to eliminate some of the more burdensome regulations so that we can keep our ports very active and busy.
The House and Senate are unveiling budgets over the next couple weeks. What do you expect?
Well, of course, we don't know all of the details, but we do know that there is a large reliance on tax increases to balance the budget. Now, I believe that with a $3 billion surplus in taxes that citizens are sending to Olympia, that raising taxes is not something that we need to do at this point. I would like to see us be able to prioritize, and I am confident that as we move through the process, that we can take care of those things that we need to here in the state of Washington, like education and taking care of the vulnerable, and yet be able to do that within our means. Now, a $3 billion surplus is an 8% increase. Who in Washington wouldn't love to see an 8% increase in their budget? And so I believe that the citizens of Washington State expect for us to be able to prioritize and stay within our means. And so I'm hopeful that we can do that, and I'm also hopeful that we can do it in the 105 days that we have here in Olympia without going into a special session.